See what are structural isomers. See, structural isomers means, for example, if I ask you a four carbon, actually that one is called, one is a straight chain carbon compound. Another one is a branched chain carbon compound. Okay. So straight chain carbon compound means, in fact, a third one is a ring type. Okay. Uh, exactly, we'll write from the book also. So cyclic. In fact, we call it as cyclic carbon compound. So straight means, for example, four carbon. You have to draw one alkane. So you'll draw like this, straight chain, straight, linked one to another, end to end, and remaining hydrogen you will also draw. Okay, this is a straight chain like this. But you can modify this. You can modify it how, you can modify it, one, two, three, and the fourth one you can put it here like this. Now here what will happen? Carbon, the hydrogens, there will be three hydrogen. Already the middle carbon is having three bonds, so he will need only one extra bond. Okay, and the end carbon, he will also have already one bond, so he will have three more bonds. One, sorry. So one, two, three. So this is also a four carbon compound. And if you see the molecular formula also, if you see the molecular formula, what is the molecular formula for first one? C4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, H10. What is the molecular formula of the second one? C3, 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, this carbon also will have its valency, na? Three valencies, like this.
C3H8.
So again, same thing only. C4, there are four carbons, and H will be also same, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 only. So you are seeing that the molecular formula is same, but the arrangement is different. That is, the structural formula is somewhat different. Understand? So these are called structural isomers, whose molecular formula is same, but the structural formula is different. Okay, this is a branched chain carbon compound. This is a straight chain carbon compound. Straight chain carbon compound. What I so told you. Okay, so these are called structural isomers. Fine. Even you have one cyclic also. Cyclic means four carbons are linked to each other in a cyclic fashion. In a cyclic fashion, and then remaining valencies will be satisfied by hydrogen. So I'll just draw it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So okay, but it's not a structural isomer of this one because the molecular formula is not same. This is C4 H 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is coming. Is this is also coming? This is only coming C4H9, na? In fact, or even less. C4 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C4H8. So it is not a structural isomer, but it's also one compound. I will discuss that separately. Okay. So these are called structural isomer. I'll give you definition of structural isomer also from your book itself. The same definition we can write. Okay. So please note down this one. Can you see the screen or not?
Yes, sir.
Just note down. Identical molecular formula, different structural formula. So they are called structural isomers. Completed? If completed, raise your hand. Okay. So compounds having the definition I'm writing for structural isomer. Compounds with the same molecular formula, identical molecular formula, but different structural formula are called as structural isomers. And I will tell you how to know what are the different structural isomers now. If you have written this definition, completed. Identical molecular formula but different structural formula are called as structural isomers. See, I'll give you an example of 5 carbon compound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The remaining will be satisfied by hydrogen, remaining valency. It's already 1 valency, so 3 hydrogen. Already 2 valency, so 2 hydrogen. 2 valency, 2 hydrogen, 3 hydrogen. One thing was also there, na? 5 carbon compound. Okay, like that. So this is also C5H12, right? But you can also make one more, you can do one modification, that is one, two, three, four carbons in straight chain and one carbon attached here instead of the end. Okay, now the number of hydrogen still will be same only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3 for this carbon also. So 10, 11, 12. Okay. So this also is C5H12 only. Inside this is also alkane, that is also alkane. But names are different. Naming I am not going into that. So what we are just discussing is that these two are the different structural isomers. Both are having 5 carbon. Both are having the same identical molecular formula, but different structural formula. Okay. So draw this one more example of structural isomer. Over. So draw it. This example. Another example of structural isomer. Okay, completed. This structure is called pentane. This one. But this is not pentane. The second one. Second one is actually 2-methyl butane. But I am not going into that much depth. The naming and all I am not discussing with you. Or anyway, it is not in syllabus. So it will take time for explaining all these things. 2-methyl butane. That I am not explaining now. If you want, I just can explain you somewhat in brief. Okay. How to name such compounds. If it is a straight compound, you know how to name it. But if it is a branched one, like this, then how to name it now? I will tell in brief. You just listen to me carefully. Step one: mark the longest carbon chain, straight chain. So it's a 4 carbon chain. Therefore, it will be called as butane. But there is one. This is called methyl group. CH3 is there. Na? This is called methyl group. Methyl group is attached with the second carbon. If you name the carbon chain like this, then methyl group is attached to the second carbon. Therefore, it is called as 2-methyl. 2-methyl butane. This is the name of this compound. You know there are different groups. One is called, this is called methyl group. This is called as a ethyl group. This is called as propyl group. These are the kind of attachments. Okay, we can attach anywhere. To this 4 carbon compound, this is an attachment. And the thing is that the attachment should get the lowest number. So only we name numbered from right to left. Otherwise, we would have numbered from left to right. So the rule says that the attachment should get the lowest number. And attachment is located on the second carbon. Therefore, it is written as 2-methyl. Then you can write 2-methyl butane. Okay. So this is the how we name this second compound. First compound is simple pentane only. Okay. So understood. Sometimes we also call it isopentane also. Just one general another name for this compound is isopentane. If it is attached, third is not possible. Some of you are telling that whether if it is attached with the third carbon, it is called 3-methyl pentane. But you imagine, suppose it is attached with the third one, this one you are telling, then you will not name it from right to left. Then you will name it from left to right because it should get the lowest number now. So again, it will be called as 2-methyl pentane only. It cannot be called as 3-methyl butane. It will be called as 2-methyl butane only. Then you will name it from left to right because it should get the lowest number. Are you getting? So that and all is there here. It is not in your syllabus, but still I am discussing. Okay, understand? And so it is also called as isopentane. Now, why isopentane? This is some general naming. I will tell you some more examples since we are discussing now. Written na this one written.
Yes, sir.
So I will tell you some more example. This is also one example. Another isomer of this pentane only. This is actually two carbons are attached with the middle carbon, but you will see that number of hydrogen should be same only. See, anyway, this will have three hydrogens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Same C5H12. This one, if you want to name, then we call generally we name it as because if you decide one straight carbon chain like this, then you have to name them. You have to start always from you cannot start from the middle. You have to always put the numbering from either ends, from the left end or right end, terminal ends. And then you are seeing that in the second carbon there are two methyl group, upside and downside. So you will write 2 dimethyl propane. Why propane? Because main chain there are only three carbons. So 2 dimethyl propane. Another name is neopentane. Neo, whenever it is there are two methyl group like this is called neo. When there is only one methyl group in the second, okay, so this is neopentane. This one another name, but this is a standard name. 2,2-dimethyl propane. This is also the isomer of the same compound, pentane. Getting it? So I'll write all the isomers together so that you can understand. Then you can note down also. Isomer of the same compound only. So other valencies I am not showing. Only carbon I shown now. Just to explain you first. This is called pentane. This is a either it is called as 2-methyl butane. This is 2,2-dimethyl propane. This also called as isopentane. This is called as neopentane. The structural formula for all is same only. Sorry, molecular formula is same only. Structural formula is different. Generally, we'll write okay.
Sir,
Sometimes I
please
can
wait,
write.
sir.
Okay. They have removed nomenclature from your syllabus. Okay, anyway, they won't ask you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Written, everyone. So now coming back to our exercise questions. So how many structural isomers are there for pentane? That is the first question. How many are there? How many can you draw? And the third one is, so we can draw three structural isomers for that. Pentane, N-pentane or neopentane, both are correct only, and isopentane. Now second question. What are the two different properties of carbon which lead to large number of carbon compound we can see? First is what? One is the catenation property, and the second is a tetravalent valency. Na? These are two main properties. Even you can refer the book also. What are the two different properties which lead to huge number of carbon compounds? I'll show you the book also where they explain this thing. See the page also, that versatile nature of carbon, one topic is there. There they have explained both the versatile nature of carbon. What are the two properties here they have mentioned also? So first is carbon has unique ability to form bonds with other atoms of the carbon, giving rise to large molecules. Okay. This property is called what? Catenation. Okay, second one, that carbon has a valency of 4 and it is capable of bonding with four other atoms of carbon or other monovalent element. Okay, compounds of carbon are formed with oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, chlorine, and many other elements, giving rise to the compounds with specific property which depend on the elements other than the carbon present in the molecule. These are the two main things. Okay, that it has a valency of 4, and one is that it has a catenation property. Okay, getting it? Now coming to that exercise. Third question. So you can write this property, two properties. First is catenation, and second is it is having four valency. Catenation definition you can write from there now. Ability to combine with itself. Okay, and four valency. Now third question, what will be the formula and electron dot structure of cyclopentane? Cyclo compounds means who are cyclic in nature. Cyclic means there will be closed chain. There are actually two types of compound, open chain and closed chain. Closed chain means their chain is closed, means five carbons are there. Five carbons are there, and they are closed chain means the chain is closed like this. This is called cyclopentane. Now remaining valencies you have to show. For example, the carbon is having two valency, so two more valency will be there. Okay, two more valency will be there. Here also two more valency, two more, two more, two more. So basically it will look like this: CH2, 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 CH2. This is called cyclopentane. Electron dot structure means it will become more complicated. Okay, that also we can draw. Electron dot structure na, you have to show all the carbon and hydrogen. So carbon 4 valence you have to show. I don't know how we have to show it exactly, how to draw it, because we have to arrange the items. Okay, first you write this structure. Molecular formula if you have to write means C5H10. C5H10 is the molecular formula of cyclopentane. Okay, if you are drawn, raise your hand. Okay, then fourth question. Draw the structure of the following compound. Ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid means two carbon. So already one carbon is there in the COOH group. Then one CH3 will be attached with this. That is called ethanoic acid. Even you can draw the proper structure also. Bromopentane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bromine. Bromopentane. Other hydrogen atoms you can show. Butanone. Butanone means one thing will be like this. You can put two carbon that side or two carbon this side. It's up to you. But each carbon will have one first. Always terminal carbon will have CH3, C double bond O, then CH2, CH3. Okay. So like that. Hexanal. Hexanal means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and C double bond O H. This is CHO group. But total carbon will be including that C also. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 CHO. This is called hexanal. Hexanal. Basically CH3, CH2, 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 CHO. I could not understand where to put double bond. No need to put double bond until they are telling that alkenes. Alkenes means butene. Whenever they are using ene word, there only you have to put double bond. Otherwise, no need to put double bond anywhere. Only in oxygen and carbon. See, actually, you have to see the valency. Hydrogen is monovalent, oxygen is bivalent, and carbon is tetravalent. So oxygen should always have double valency. Okay. So I will that depends on functional group. Functional group you are having na. See, first functional group is OH. Here there is no double bond. Then aldehyde also no double. Here double bond is there. Then this is acid, carboxylic acid. Here also double bond. This one is there. Carbon carbon double bond you will put only when alkene is there. So these are the three. Anyway, you can see everywhere oxygen is having two valency. Here also everywhere it is having two valency. This is a double bond with carbon and oxygen. You have to remember these three anyway. And okay, clear now. So hexanal also clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and sixth carbon is hexanal. Okay. And write properly means CH3, CH2, 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 CHO. This is hexanal. Are there structural isomers possible for bromopentane? Yes, there structural isomers are possible for bromopentane. Between oxygen and hydrogen won't a double, sir, between oxygen and hydrogen double bond won't come. No, it is not possible because hydrogen is monovalent. It can only have single bond. Oxygen need to have double bond. So between oxygen and hydrogen double bond cannot come. Hydrogen will always have only one bond around it. Oxygen will always have two bonds around it, either this way or this way. And carbon will have four bonds around it, either this way or this way or this way. See, for carbon, these are the possibilities like this way also, or this way. Oxygen has these possibilities, either this one or this one. This only two possibility. Then hydrogen has only one possibility. So these are the possibilities.
Sir, in the CH3COS, no sir, why have you put in that third CH?
That and
That's
all
the
that you have to
CH, no sir.
you have to memorize that COH functional group. That is a functional group itself. This C is there, and then one double bond O, and then one O, and in fact this is OH like that. What we are writing OH. Now this group has got one free valency. This is called free valency. This has to combine with something. So this is combining with another carbon with the three hydrogens. So this is CH3. This is
Sir, on
CH3.
doubt I'm having, sir.
Uh,
Sir, in the second carbon, no sir, why we are putting double bond with the down oxygen alone, sir?
up also you can put double bond O upside. What is your doubt?
No sir, on that side alone, why we are not putting double bond?
No, if you want to write like this also you can write. You what is your doubt? This is a group here. First of all, you understand this is a carboxylic group.
Okay.
acidic group. Okay, in that you don't question why it is like that. Is a there. That's why we are studying it. That's a special group. It is found naturally. Also, it is found. Scientists have studied it and found this structure. It's naturally occurring structure. Okay, it's there. C double bond O, and it is satisfying the conditions also. That carbon will have some bonds and oxygen will have double bond. Like that, conditions are being satisfied. What is your doubt that you ask? If you put here double bond, then H will not be there, na? Then it won't be carboxylic group. Here there are oxygen is having two valency. Here also oxygen is having two valency only. Here both the valencies of oxygen are being satisfied with carbon. Here one valence is satisfied with carbon, one is satisfied with hydrogen. Ultimately, oxygen will have two valencies, two bonds. Clear your doubt? Your doubt is clear? Okay, everyone. Written? Okay. Completed now, raise your hand, please. Okay, Pranav, Mahalakshmi, oh, Shivayu, over. So now we'll come to the remaining question.
Okay.
Draw the structure of following compound. This is over. How would you name the following compounds? This one, first one. Two carbons are there. Tell me answer. You write in chat box, please. For the first, second, and third, all three answers one by one. You can write in chat box.
Sir, the first two questions I do not understand, sir.
What year? What? Which one?
How many structures and what are the true properties?
Told na. Structural isomers. Three structural isomers of pentane. These are the one and the other. This is a pentane. Then a structural isomer. Another structural isomer is this also. This is called isopentane. This is a neopentane. These are three structural isomers of the pentane. All are having same molecular formula.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
They are having different structural formula. Second one, already told you. catenation, and the second property is tetravalency. Now please solve fifth question. Put answer in in the chat box. You want answer from everyone? Please answer that. Okay. Third one is a triple bond compound. Okay. You have to just count the carbon and name it with ine. Now, how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons are there. So, hexine. Hex plus ine, hexine. Actually, it is one hexine. Why one hexine? Because, or generally we write it as hex 1 ine also. Because the triple bond is available on the first carbon. If we name the carbon like this, we should put the triple bond in the lowest sequence. That's why we are writing in right to left. So the triple bond is on the first carbon. So we are writing it as hex 1 ine. Suppose triple bond is in some other carbon. For example, here. Now if you name numbering, if you do, the triple bond is falling in the lowest number third carbon. So we'll call it as hex 3 ine. The ine is present in the third one. The triple bond is there in the third one. So this is the way of numbering. So this is hex 1 ine. This is what? First and second, please answer. Nobody has answered yet. Very bad. First one I'm asking, not the third one. This and this you tell. Why are people are silent? Hello? What happened? Why not answering in chat box? Where you are searching it? Started searching internet. What yeah, that much you are studying? That only you are studying at home, yeah? This much only? You're copying in the homework, huh? Once you Please answer. Yeah, I'm waiting. What happened? What you are telling here? Bromos methyl spelling also you don't know. Then what you are doing here? Bromethyl. What is bromethyl here? This is only two carbon compound and attached with one bromine, na? So it is a bromoethane. Last class also told bromoethane. And this one is H is there. Last class also told HCHO. This is CHO group. So this is what? Methanol. Okay. So now understood that all of you are having lot of doubt. Okay. So I'll ask questions. So you have to answer. Okay. Ethyl bromide also we can say, but it is not a standard name. Ethyl bromide is correct, but it is not a standard name. No, it's a common name. There are two types of name for every compound. Common name, standard name, IUPAC name. So first one is bromoethane. Second one is methanol. Third one is hexanine. Now I'll ask you some questions, then you have to answer this one. You'll tell the names, okay, in the chat box. So write the name of these compounds in chat box. Write it. What happened? Tell me why people are not writing anything. Not understood anything last class. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
See, second one, first one, you know anyway, there are three carbons and one bromine is there. This kind of compounds are halogens. First one is halogen group. You can refer notes of halogen. Second one is alkene. So that I told you, na, alkene last class or not told you. So you have to count the carbons. How
Told,
many?
sir.
No, sir.
Not told.
Sir, only that formula how to
So
identify that one only, sir.
prop plus ene. Three carbons, so prop and plus ene, propene. Like we write alkane prop plus ene. So like this is prop plus ene because double bond is there. So propene. And here, this I told you, this is third is aldehyde group. So three carbons are there. So PRO propane plus al propanal. Three carbon, therefore propane. Al because of aldehyde. CHO group is there now. And fourth one is a COOH group. So it's an acid group, carboxylic acid group. So fourth, there are three carbons, four carbons total. So butane plus oic acid. So this is called butanoic acid. That was the homework actually. The table, chart, everywhere these things are explained. So I will give you some more question. You can practice now. Okay. This only four type of compound they will ask. Then one more is alcohol. So that also I'll ask in next group. Note it please. This is bromopropane.
Sir, could you please repeat how you found out that propane, sir? Please repeat, sir.
First question. Three carbons. Number of
Yes, sir.
carbons are deciding whether it is prop. Second one, there are three carbons. So
No, sir,
prop
that AN, sir. That around.
N because it is a single bond. That's why N. Actually, what we did here is it was actually propane. Then we removed one hydrogen and written one bromine. That's why it is called as bromopropane. Previously, it was
Sir, if hydrogen, sir, if
uh,
hydrogen was there, means it will become hydropentane.
no hydrogen.
Propane.
Then don't need to write. Then simply you'll write propane only. Three carbon will be there. Instead of this CH2, it will become CH3, and then it will be called as a propane. Since we
Okay, sir.
removed one, everywhere we are doing same thing only. We are removing one hydrogen and introducing some new functional group. Here bromine we introduce, so it is called bromopropane. Here also I will explain you. So here also we removed one hydrogen and we put another functional group CHO, but it increased the number of carbons to three, so it is called propanol. Anyway, okay. So in everywhere, whenever we introduce functional group means we are removing one hydrogen and putting one new group everywhere. That and all okay there. It's there. Understood. Okay. Written.
Propine means three bonds, sir.
Propine means three bond. Anywhere, any one place it will be there, three bond like this. So this is called three carbon. So prop plus ine, propine.
Sir, maximum bonds of carbon can be what, sir? Only three, sir.
It cannot have four now. How? Oh, this type of thing is not stable. Not stable. It is not stable compound. So then this is the maximum possible. Even the ethine is also not. I don't think it is a stable one. It is there. It is existing, but okay, it's there. Ethine is there. CH triple bond CH like that. Ethine.
Sir, could you please explain again that eth and meth, sir?
Which one you want?
That eth and meth.
That and all I will explain.
Sir, you explained like you explained already explained, but I could not
Ah,
understand.
okay. Then here one mistake I had done. This is not CH2, it is only CH. You correct it. This is only CH. It's not CH2. Written whatever is there in screen. Have you written? So all I have written. See that actually for alkanes, first I will tell alkanes, alkene, alkyne. These are hydrocarbons. So alkanes, alkenes, alkyne. 1 carbon means meth. 2 carbon means eth. 3 carbon means prop. 4 carbon bute. Pent. Plus ane. Plus ane. Ane is there. Here plus ene is there. Here plus ine is there. That's all. Eth plus ene. Eth plus ine. So alkane means carbon carbon single bond will be there. Alkene means double bond will be there. Alkyne means at one place, not all the place. Okay. For example, meth means 1 carbon anyway. So it's not other things will be satisfied by hydrogen. These are all hydrocarbons. So either it will have hydrogen or carbon. Okay. 3 types of hydrocarbons. 3 types of hydrocarbon. So like that. So what is the doubt you tell? This is there. Methane is not at all there actually. No, it's not exist. Methane cannot exist now. Even methane also cannot exist. Single carbon, how will have double bond? Because we are talking about hydrocarbons only between carbon and hydrogen. Carbon and hydrogen cannot have double bond between them. They can have only single bond. So if you talk about alkenes and alkynes, they don't have methane and methane is not there. Okay. So this alone you just rub it. Other things existing. So what is the doubt? You tell me. Ethene means C double bond C. Propene means C double bond C, another single bond C. Ethine means C triple bond C. Propyne means C triple bond C, single bond C. These are all hydrocarbons. They have only carbon hydrogen chain. All these things I told. Okay, no problem. But it will need some time. Okay, again and again, if you ask also, it will take some time for me to explain also. So this is remaining thing you can satisfy with hydrogen. Okay, these are all hydrocarbons. Hydrogen is having single valency. 1, 2, 4 has to come now. 1, 2. 1, 2, only 1. Then here 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1. Here already 4 are there. So here 1, 2, 3. All of you are understanding or not understanding? No one is understanding here. What is that? Note it at least. Note then. Note it then. Methane, ethane, propane, Written? Can you raise your hand if you have written? Like Nakul is asking doubt, others also can ask doubt. If you have doubt, ask. So these are hydrocarbons. Three hydrocarbon means which are made up of carbon and hydrogen. Three types of hydrocarbons are there, depending on bond between carbon. Wherever the double bond is there between two carbon, it will be alkene. Triple bond is there means it will be alkyne. Any one is triple bond is fine, that is alkyne. Any one double bond is there, that is called alkene. All are single bond between carbon and carbon, alkanes. It is all about between carbon and carbon, not between carbon and hydrogen. Carbon and hydrogen always there will be single bond only. Carbon only there are different possibilities are there. Two carbons can have single bond between them, can have double bond, and can have triple bond also. If they have only single bond, alkane. If they have double bond, alkene. If they have triple bond, alkyne. Any one triple bond also alkynes. If this is over. So how to identify that? Written everyone.
Yes, sir.
So how to identify? You are asking that how to identify whether it is alcohol. Alcohol means first of all understand that alcohol and aldehyde and acid. See, all three are made from alkanes only. Any alkane is there now, like propane is there. Now propane will look like this: CH3, CH2, CH3. You are removing one hydrogen and putting one OH group. OH is having free valency in the terminal end only. Terminal means last. Aldehyde, you are removing one hydrogen from here and you are going to put one CHO group. And acid means you are removing one hydrogen and you are going to put one COOH group. Okay. So whenever you see OH, suppose you remove one hydrogen here in the last carbon. Instead of 3, you write CH2 and then you add one OH. This becomes alcohol. Type of alcohol that I will tell you how to name it. If you remove one hydrogen from the first one and again you put a CHO, this becomes aldehyde. If you remove one hydrogen and put COOH instead of that hydrogen, this becomes an acid, carboxylic acid. Naming is very easy. For naming of alcohol, aldehyde, acid, the basic roots are methane for one carbon, propane, ethane for two carbon, ETHAN, PROPN, propane for three carbon, butane for four carbon, plus. For alcohol, you have to write all. For aldehyde, you have to write al. For acid, you have to write oic acid. So simple, na? And whether it is methane, ethane, propane, or butane, that you have to count the number of carbons, total number of carbons. For example, here there are how many carbons are there? Tell me how many carbons? 3 carbons. So it will be called as propanol.
Propanol.
Here there are 4 carbons and it is aldehyde. So butane plus al, butanol. Here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbons again and acid. So butane plus oic acid, that means butanoic acid. This is propanol. How we will know they have removed one hydrogen? Array, that no need to know, yeah. No need to check that. You are able to see this compound now. Removed one hydrogen, that's why na, this is alkane, this is propane, you know. because here all carbons are having single bond between them. And one thing remember, any terminal, these are called terminal carbons, last carbons. These always have CH3, if it is single bond. So it will be CH2 now here, and instead of that hydrogen, they introduce this OH. Here they introduce CHO. Here they introduce COH. No need to check whether there is. Okay. This much only will be asked in exam. Only this much, whatever I'm telling you now. This type of questions only. Just identify the OH, whether it is OH is there, CHO is there, COH is there. If OH is there, you follow method. Method also told you. Okay. They won't give you a question in which double bond, everything mixed like that. They won't ask you. Okay. Written this or not. This page, please write it. Okay. These are functional groups, na? These are functional groups. Actually, I gone in much detail in last class, so you got confused also maybe. Because I told you the expanded formula of these functional groups that maybe confused you. This is a C double bond OH. C double bond OH. Overwritten? Written everyone? Not at all. Now I am asking some questions, okay, all of you, if you are written completed. Completed. So I am rubbing this. So I am asking you some simple questions, okay? You just tell me. Name of the compound you have to write in chat box. Just try that, okay? Don't write to everyone yet. Please name of the actual compound. Complete. Write it. Only thing first you identify whether it is alcohol or acid or whatever, and then count the carbon, and then use this method. I told you, na? Ethane plus propane plus butane plus, if it is alcohol, ol, if it is aldehyde, al, and if it is acid, oic acid. Only depends on number of carbons. This is 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 carbon, 5 carbon. So identify the functional group and answer. So you have to see the number of carbons. How many carbons are there? Only carbon. Total number of carbon. Absurd answers people are giving here. Worst answers. Vishal, absurd answers giving. Okay. So even after telling also people are giving wrong answer. Pranav. Second one is not propanol here. You count the number of carbon, total carbons you see, even including the carbon of that functional group also. Okay. Total number of carbons you should see. Janin, yours is correct. Pranav, yours is also correct. Only second one is not correct. The second one now it is okay. Others also answer here, please. Vishal is in you're totally wrong answers giving. Okay. Second one you are telling butanoic acid. How it is acid here? It is CHO group. Oh, you didn't come in last class.
So even now you explained.
Varsha, what you are answering, that's not correct because first one you are telling butanol, na, but there are 3 carbons only. Total number of carbons you see. So it will be propanol. Carbons you see, number of carbons, okay? Second one you are writing butanol, that is correct. Third one you have not written. That is simple only, butane. 4 carbon compound. Hydrocarbon it is. It's not having any functional group. It's only simple carbon-carbon single bonds. So it will be butane. Fourth one you are written butanoic acid, which is not correct. Fourth one is 2 carbons are there total. Total number of carbons are 2. You can see that. So it is only ethanoic acid. Okay, not butanoic acid. Others are not at all answering. So I'm writing the answer. Okay, one more time I'll ask, then you can go. This is propanol. I will not tell anything again. Okay. This is 4 carbons are there. This is a butanol. It's a 4. This is butane actually because there is a single carbon. See now also Shubhayu is asking writing ethanoic acid. Correct only Shubhayu. And fourth one is ethanoic acid. Here there is no, is all carbon are in single bond. It's a hydrocarbon. There is no functional group. So only it is butane. Now I'll give you one more exercise. Then you can decide. If you have any class or something, you can leave. Okay. Just I am giving this exercise. You try to do it. Now try to answer the 5 questions. Now also you are giving absurd answers here, Vishal. Just focus on these boxes, okay? That is very important. And then count the number of carbon and use that method, what I told you method. If oxygen and all is coming means it will never be alkane, okay? Alkane, alkene, alkyne, only carbon and hydrogen. First one is alkane only actually. Second one is alkene. Third one is aldehyde. Fourth one is acid. And fifth is alcohol. So this OH group indicates alcohol. COOH group indicates acid. CHO group indicates aldehyde. Double bond indicates alkene. Tell answer, please. Jenin, your answers are correct. Only last is wrong. Last one. Last is ethanol, not ethanol. Arey, Vishal, you please don't answer, okay? So this is can you do your others, please? Mahalakshmi, you are totally silent. You tell on phone, you tell microphone if you are not able to write. What is this? Pentane. Second one is wrong, Pranav. Second is butene, not pentene. Butene. Third one, propanol. Okay. Third one. Fourth one. Fourth is also wrong here. Four carbons are there. How you are writing? Okay. So I am writing answers. Okay. Some are totally silent. Kashi, Mahalakshmi, Nakul. Where are you? Are left? Left actually. I know that. Okay. So this is a pentane. First one. Second one is butene. Third one is propanol. Fourth is butanoic acid. Fifth is ethanol. Fourth is 4 carbon, so butanoic acid. Third is 3 carbon, so propanol, CHO. Second is 4 carbon, so butane. First is 5 carbon and all single bond, so pentane. Fifth is 2 carbon, totally 2 carbon, so ethanol. Clear to all?
Supposing that first question, no, sir, alcohol, that OH is coming means what you have to write?
That
You
only.
have to
If
write
first,
pentanol, sir.
pentanol. First question, if it is OH is there. Anywhere OH is we are getting now, so that only. I told you now only that much 5 rules only. Like this it will come. Then you have to count the carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons are there. So it will be pentane plus all pentanol. Correct. Now I am giving you homework. Okay, I am writing 5, 6 compounds. You can note down and write in homework. See, I am writing double bond here now. It does not mean that double bond is between hydrogen and carbon. Okay, that is a way of writing. Actually, this compound double bond is between carbon and carbon. Actual formula is like this. But the way of writing is this fashion only they are writing. This double bond is always between this carbon and this carbon. Okay. Are you understanding now, all of you, this thing? This double bond is not between hydrogen and carbon. Okay. The way of writing is like that. Actually, this compound is look like this. Here also single bond is not between hydrogen and carbon. This hydrogen and carbon. This is between this carbon and this carbon. But the way of writing is like that. It is like this. It's a way of condensed form of writing. Okay. All these are condensed form of writing. Just hope you are not getting confused. Okay. First one also it looks like this. I don't write answers now here. Just I'm explaining something. Okay. So it is like this. Condensed form I have written. This is standard method, not my method. Okay. Standard way we are writing like this. So hope you are not getting confused. So these are the questions. Okay. Try at home. Okay, written. Compound structure you please draw in the side. I am drawing it just to draw, then you can leave after that. So that you don't are not confused. This is OH like this. This is like this. Second one. Okay, so you understand now? It's a condensed way of writing it. Okay. Okay, then thank you. Then bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye.